Hey, Luis.
Mm. Coffee? Yeah. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm at the end of this thing. I'll get it for you. I look to your morning.
How's everybody? All right. Sorry, guys, I'm late. Holy crap, almost 15 minutes late. Won't happen again, but sorry, and welcome to the Cityballers.com uh, parlay hour. We're going to give you the picks for tomorrow, which is June 7th. We'll give you the pitching matchups and tell you who's got a high ERA, who gives up a lot of home runs, who steal bases, all of that. The favorites to hey, how you doing? I am doing great. Let's see, hold on. Hey, how you doing? Alan, is your favorite part of the day? I'm so glad, man, because it's mine too, because we're getting ready to get at it. Hey, Dre, happy Friday. Yes, sir. You know what? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was going around saying Saturday. I mean for tomorrow. I think I put it on there right. I don't know. I don't know. It is time to cook. Come on, let's get this going. Now, like right now, I want to look and see what's going on. There's a lot of rain going on back east. I hope y'all keeping dry. Let's see. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh rain delay. Washington 1, Texas 0 in the fifth. New York 0, Boston 0 in the was that the bottom of the first. Uh, that looks weird because Boston sucks. Yeah, Boston's got they got two outs. Boston's got a man on second and third, two outs. So okay. Arizona 3, Cincinnati 0. You know, every time I try to call a game like that, I can never get it right. I don't know what it is with Cincinnati and the Diamondbacks. I kind of hate them teams because it's like you can't gauge them. You can look at all of the wins and losses and all the ERAs all you want, but when you got guys like the Arizona Diamondbacks and Cincinnati, they will switch up on you constantly. So you just never know with those guys. Detroit and Chicago 0-0 in the third. Cleveland 0, Houston 0 in the top of the third. But the Astros have men at first and second with one out. Where are we? Kansas City 0, White Sox 0. I took the White Sox in this one. All right, and the LA Dodgers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. You know, believe it or not, I took the Cardinals because of Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray is pitching today, and Sonny Gray is pretty good. So yeah, I took him, and that's it for right now. Oh, and Tampa beat Miami by 1. So if anybody took Florida plus the points, you did good, right? If you took Florida straight up, you suck. Just sorry to just tell you, but that's what it is. Now, let's get looking at what's going on, what's on tap for tomorrow. Everybody's day has been going pretty good, huh? Alan and Alvin both in the house. Sweet. Where's Antonio and where is Erica? Antonio and Erica. All right, they'll be here shortly. And what's that? Chick family, all those guys. Shout out to you. Okay, let's get it on. Texas versus the Washington Nationals tomorrow. Uh, no, that's today. All right, the 7th. Tomorrow is the 7th. Okay, Cubs versus the Tigers. Jameson Tolan who's 5-3. His ERA is 3.75 or 3.76. 53 strikeouts. He's gonna go against Monotero. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Monotero. He's 2-1. ERA 4.02 and 26 strikeouts. So I don't know too much about this guy that's on the mound for the Tigers, um, Montero, but I think from what I understood, he was supposed to be promising. Let's look at his record, his last 3 games. So against Kansas City, he went 4 innings, gave up 7 hits. He didn't give up any runs, and he had 2 strikeouts, walked 1 batter. Against San Francisco, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, walked 2 batters, and struck out 3. So he was busy that day. Um, Against St. Louis, he went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits. He gave up 5 runs too, and he walked 2 people and struck out 3. So I mean, I do know Tolson is he's he's damn good, right? So that's the guy. This is the guy that I thought that they would use to match up against Torkelson today. Not Torkelson, but um, Turk Scrubble, right? I thought that they would use this. That would have been a good matchup, but for whatever it's worth, I think the Cubs made the right deal because if you put this guy up against Scrubble and you lose, now you're probably going to lose all of the rest of the game. So I guess they want to kind of keep him a little bit so they have a chance, but it is what it is. Tolson has a good record. 2 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts, and 2 strikeouts last 3 games. He won each game. He beat Cincinnati. In that game, he went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 1 batter, struck out 2. Colorado, he won that game on decision as well. He went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, allowed 1 run, 0 base on balls, which is walks, and 7 strikeouts against Colorado. Yeah, against Miami, he got the decision in that game too. Holy shit, man! This dude went 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, or he gave up 1 run, right? He walked 3 batters and struck out 2. I mean, in all intentional purposes, this guy is pretty good, right? He can only go 6, right? If the guy goes 6, how well will the Cubs bullpen hold up? Let me look and see real quick what's going on with the Cubs bullpen. Damn Cubs. Where is it? I don't see it. Hold on, I'll find it. Don't laugh at my typing. I can't type that fast. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me see. Who is this? Who were we looking at? I just can't find today. All right, hold on. I'll find it. You know, you'll pull up all these windows, right? And then you click them and get rid of them, or you just move a tab and you just lose everything. But we'll get back to it. All right, back. All right, Where did we go? Okay, we're looking at the Chicago Cubs bullpen. All right, so let's look and see how are they? Is they bullpen pretty good? Um, um, um. Their bullpen is pretty decent. Surprisingly, it's decent. It's like in the middle of the pack. The bullpen's ERA is about 3.43, so that's pretty good. But it doesn't matter why, because Detroit has a better bullpen. So yeah, I mean we'll figure it out tomorrow. But I'll tell you what, right now, like I said, when you're hot, you got to go with the person with the hot hand. So I'm gonna take the Tigers on the money line on this one. That's just how it is, right? All right. So the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins tomorrow. The Blue Jays have Kevin Guzman going. He's 5-4, 3.82 ERA, 68 strikeouts. He's going against Chris Paddock, who is 2-5, ERA 3.58, and how many strikeouts? 51. 51 strikeouts. Well, right now, you know who I like. I like the Blue Jays and Kevin Guzman. I mean, in all intentional purposes, Chris Paddock is decent. He's pretty good, but this year he hasn't really, you know what I mean, panned out like we all thought that he would just come out on smoke. I mean, come out on fire, but he didn't. Um, Maybe it's a little. I spoke a little bit too soon for the Twins, but right now this matchup highly favors the Blue Jays. The good thing is they're going to be in Minnesota, and let me see. They've pretty much got the same ERA, so that just shows that the guys are taking care of him with the bats better than they are in Minnesota taking on Chris Paddock. I'm going to take the Blue Jays. Let's see who's favored in that game. I'll take the Blue Jays on the run line, but let's hold this and see what's. Um, okay. Blue Jays, Blue Jays, Blue Jays. Where are you? Well, I don't have them listed yet, but they got their pictures. So why? Oh, wrong date again. All right, here we go. Blue Jays. Yeah, the Blue Jays are favored in that game. I'll take the Blue Jays. I'll still take the Blue Jays on the spread on the run line. I'll take that. I'll buy that for $1. Okay, what is next on tap? You know, guys, actually, I like the screen horizontal because I can see the messages that's coming up. So it's actually pretty cool. And I also got to figure out, if you guys know it, just let me know. I need a software where, like, when I'm talking to you guys, I can switch off here and show you another screen and show you what I'm doing when I'm building a parlay ticket or whatever. And then, and also answer this question. How is it if you want someone to call in? Do you have to get over a certain threshold? I can look it up. I said I'm going to do it every night, and I don't. But because I know some people have it where you can call in and talk. You can show your face so you don't have to. But again, these guys got a lot of members and a lot of subscribers, and these guys are making a lot of money. But if you guys know, let me know. But in the meantime, I will look tonight. All right. Los Angeles Dodgers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Okay. Um, the Dodgers will send what's that? Yamamoto against Eric Fed or Feed. I'm gonna go with the Blue Jay. I mean the L.A. Dodgers with Yakamoto because Yakamoto was pretty good. 8-4 record. Yes. No, 6-4 record. Sorry, 6-4 record. ERA 2.39. I gotta get these things bigger. 2.39. 77 strikeouts. Eric Fetty is 3-5. He has an ERA of 3.42. Is it? No, 3.82. 77 strikeouts versus Eric Feed, who has 44 strikeouts. I don't care. I am still gonna take the Dodgers on the money line. And you know what? No, I'll take them on the run line in this game. I'm kind of confident. Because, see, I think what's going to happen today is I think St. Louis is going to win today because the pitching matchup favors St. Louis today. They've got Sonny Gray. Okay. Then we got the next game is the Milwaukee Braves. I say Milwaukee Braves, I'm sorry. The Atlanta Braves versus the San Francisco Giants. All right. Hey, I lived up in San Francisco for about a year. Um, I used to just think that San Francisco was like this nice place, and they just really nice. No, man, I mean, it's a city in California that it, the downtown is beautiful. Don't get me wrong; they got a lot of places to go and see, and it's beautiful. But man, don't think that they soft. Them guys, it kind of reminds you of Detroit on the West Coast, and I guess the reason being is they got a lot of docking places where boats and stuff come in. But yeah, it's kind of sad. Somebody, as a matter of fact, somebody stole a gold nugget out of the case for the bank for Wells Fargo. This is during the guy's name Brown, when he got murdered in St. Louis. Well, they were rioting all over the place, but Wells Fargo had like this big old gold nugget sitting in their window. After those riots, it disappeared. And they talked about that on the news for about like almost 2 months. And I was like, you're never gonna find that nugget. You're never gonna find it. All right, let's get back to the baseball. Braves versus the Giants. The Giants is gonna have Logan Webb go. That's a good choice. Logan Webb 5-5 ERA 2.55. He has a total of, what does this say? 91 strikeouts. Holy crap. Versus Atlanta's Bruce Elder, who's 2-3, ERA 4.56, and 77 strikeouts. Normally, I would say that this is going to be a close game. I don't think so. I'm going to take San Francisco on the run line, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, first of all, this year, Logan Webb is a better pitcher than Bruce Elder. Number two, I don't know what happened to the Braves this year, but they kind of fell off, right? And it seems like every time, because I've got Atlanta on my no bet list, because it just seems like every time these guys got a decent game or the light is shined on them, they don't do well. Yeah, Bryce Elder, 37 strikeouts, 3-2, 4.56. That's not bad, right? But no. Yeah, let's stay with the San Francisco Giants, and let's take the Giants on the money line with Logan Webb. I'm going to give Atlanta this much respect. I ain't gonna just totally run over them yet. So we'll go ahead and tell the Giants. We'll say that the Giants should take the money line on this one. All right, beautiful. Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh. Rangers Suarez. Now this okay. So the Phillies will be featuring Ranger Suarez, who's 4-0, ERA 2.72, and he has 33 strikeouts. So I'm assuming this guy is one of those finesse pitchers, right? Um, I know I didn't have any good luck with him last year, right? So every time I had him, he didn't do well for me. But for the most part, the guy is good, right? He's 4-0. His ERA is 2.72. But now here comes the Pirates. The Pirates have Andrew Henley. Now this is the other guy I talk about to go along with Paul Skeens. You got Keller and you got Henley to go along with Paul Skeens. But here's the problem: Andrew Henley, he's a lefty, but this dude is like 3-4, 3.38 ERA, and 47 strikeouts. Normally, when these guys play, it's always kind of like a big game, but I think the Phillies should run these guys over. I mean, I like the Pirates. I like Andrew Henley. But for tomorrow, nah, I'll take the Phillies. As a matter of fact, I'll take the Phillies on the run line. hmm Pitcher player props? No. I mean, I don't. Ranger Suarez is not a strikeout pitcher. You know what I mean? So, like his last three games, like the last one, it was like, what is this? Okay, 2 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts, and 8 strikeouts. When I see that 2 strikeouts, I kind of say, okay, yeah. But again, guys, I would mess with him with strikeouts because he could get knocked out of the game in the second inning. You don't want that. So yeah, let's go ahead and fade Pittsburgh, and we'll take Philadelphia on the run line. As a matter of fact, we just take Philadelphia, run line, money line. I'll just take Philadelphia. Whatever you want to do, I'm taking Philly. All right. Okay. So the Rangers at the Washington Nationals. Texas, Jacob DeGrom, 5-2, ERA 2.34, strikeouts 66, and then we got Mitchell Parker, who's 4-5. His ERA is 4.71 and 42 strikeouts. Clearly, the Rangers hold the edge in pitching. Did you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
I
good.
was trying to finish.
No, it's all good.
I'm sorry.
That's all good. It's all good. Um, my throat is getting kind of dry, so I need to get something to drink. Where do we go? Where do we go? Yeah, I'm gonna take the Texas Rangers on the money line, and I'll take Jacob DeGrom. He's got a nice ERA. It's lower. Like last week, it was lower than that, but I think he took it on the chin. And those were the games that I took the Rangers and lost. So, can Washington win? Absolutely. But I don't. Washington is one of those teams this year where it's like flipping a coin every time they play. It's just like flipping a coin. Now, I can remember last year, right? And I thought the Tigers still sucked. So when you got a team that's bad, you bet against them. So I was betting against the Tigers, right? And I kept doing it and I kept losing. And I'm like, I got a thick head. It didn't catch on until maybe like a month later after I done lost the money. I'm like, damn, man, this Tiger team is good. And I swear to God, when they made the playoffs, my daughter told me they was gonna make it in the playoffs, and I was like, they are? Jesus, don't be like me. But yeah, I'm gonna take Texas and Jacob the Groom. You want player props on this one? Um, nope, because as a matter of fact, look. I think this game has the potential to go over. Yeah. Well, the way Jake the Groom looked to me the last time his outing, it didn't look like he had a 1 point something ERA, but he does. So I'll still take Texas. I'll take Texas on the money line. Will it go over? Maybe. It's definitely not going under on this one. Yeah, but I'll just stick with Texas for the time being. Money line. All right. Kansas City Royals versus the Chicago White Sox. And it's not even called Comiskey Park anymore. It's called what? And it used to be called Cellular One. They've been gone, right? I think it's called Rates Field, some crap like that. Okay, here we go. Royals, Michael Walker. It's a 3-4, 2.88 ERA, and this guy's got 90 strikeouts? This can't be right. No, 50 strikeouts. Okay. Yeah, he's got 50 strikeouts. He did really good against the Tigers. I didn't think he was going to do that good, but he did. He's going up against the White Sox, Adrian Hauser, right-hander, 1-1, ERA 1.47, and 14 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Royals on the run, on the money line, but let me take a better look at this Hauser guy. Okay, so this is his first year in the league. Not bad. His last outing against Baltimore, he lost in a decision, but he went 6 innings. He gave up 8 hits. He gave up 3 runs, walked 1 batter, and struck out 6. Not bad. The 8 hits is kind of shaky. That's kind of... You give up 8 hits to a team, man, you pretty much lost the game. Where we're at now. Okay. The Mets. He struck out 6 Mets, walked 1 Met, gave up 3 hits, and he went 6. Good. Then we've got him against Seattle. He won in the decision. 6 innings. So this is a 6-inning guy. No, he gave up 2 hits, allowed no runs, walked 3, and struck out 2. All right, hold on. Let's see. Because I don't want to fade these guys too fast. All right, Kansas City. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, because if the White Sox, once this guy is out of the game, the White Sox got Michael Walker. I mean, the Royals has got Michael Walker going for him, who's good, right? We know he's really good. Not only that, their bullpen is good. Chicago's bullpen is not that great. Not great at all. The Rockies got a better bullpen. Now, how the hell does that work? These guys only won 10 games all year, but they got a better they got a better bullpen than some of these guys that's in front of them or behind them. Just really quick, Colorado has a better bullpen than Cincinnati, Milwaukee, White Sox, Marlins, Pirates. Holy crap, they got a better bullpen in Philadelphia. Let me stop because I'm going to get sick and fall out. So yeah, I was gonna go with the White Sox. I don't think so. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go with Kansas City on the money line with this one. Next game, Astros at the Guardians. Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown is one of the most consistent pitchers that I know of today. Right? He's pretty much consistent. That's good. He's what is this? 8-3 ERA, 1.83. So you got a 1.8 ERA, and this guy has struck out 84 people. Uh, the Guardians, Galvin Williams, 5-3, ERA 3.79, and strikeouts at 66. Yeah, and the thing of it is, baseball is like super goofy because your team, and I've seen it, Dre. When we was younger, we would sit and watch it. A guy have an ERA of 0.01 going up against a guy that's got a ERA of like high as the Empire State Building, 13.8. And that guy with the higher ERA will sometimes come out of it with a victory and flat out beat him. Um, but in this case, I don't think so. But I do understand, and I know that just because you got a lower ERA, you're going to win. That's not the case. But right now, what I base it on is Hunter Brown is pretty much consistent. How do I know? Because I take him in player props. So he's pretty much consistent at what he's done. Now you put Hunter Brown up against what's the guy's name from Cincinnati? Green. Green, man. Green is a damn good pitcher, right? But Green is just like too inconsistent. He'll throw like 12 strikeouts, only allow 2 or 3 hits because he's a big guy. And then he'll turn around the next day and give up 4 runs in the first inning. So, I don't know. He need a guy like the old school guys like Sparky Anderson. And Dre, what Sparky would have did for him. He'd have sent his ass down to Evansville. And until he got it right, then that's when he can come back up. Is the Tiger still affiliated with Evansville now or no? I think it's Toledo, huh? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so go with the Astros. Let me see. Who's favoring the Astros? Probably Cleveland. Where did I put you? Here we go. Actually, Houston is favored, and I get that. Let's take Hunter Brown on the run line with Houston. I like that one. Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees. Ryan, how you pronounce his name? Yarbrough? What is this? Yeah. We'll just call him Ryan Y. Or Yarbrough. He will be taking on the Boston Red Sox, Garrett Crochet. All right, let me get my act together on this one because this is a big one. Where did we go? Oh, right here. Garrett Crochet is a lefty for Boston. He's 5-4. His ERA is getting lower every time I see him. It's 1.98. 101 strikeouts. So he's settling down now. He's settling down in the Green Monster. I'm sure they tagged him a couple of times for home runs. Yankees pitcher Ryan Yarbrough, he's 3-1. His ERA is 2.83, and he's got 40 strikeouts. I like this game, right? We're definitely gonna take the under in this game. The player props, you have to take Garrett Crochet If they give you 6.5, take it. If they give you 7.5 over or under, take it. Because he'll get over 7.5 strikeouts. He'll get 8. If you feeling super conservative, take this guy at 5 or 6 strikeouts. I did that one time last year when he was throwing all of those strikes, striking out people, and I just said, you know what? I'd have been burnt all week. So what I did was I put him down for 5, and guess what? That dude just barely got 5 strikeouts. I think the last pitch somebody got caught. They got caught looking, thinking it was a ball and it was a strike. So lucky. So that's why you kind of always have to be careful, and you know that, right? I like Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown player props. We'll go back to that really quickly. Yeah, you got to take him. I would take Hunter Brown just to be on the safe side. Just take 3. If you take 4, that's kind of. I mean, you could probably get away with 4, but don't go over 4. I mean, because I went back to the Houston game because I forgot to get the pitching props on that one. Hunter Brown is good. Take him 3 to 4 strikeouts, alternate strikeouts. All right, let's get back to the other game. Boston and New York. We're going to take the under. And watch this, guys. I'm going to take the Yankees on the money line. I don't care if this guy has 20 strikeouts. The Yankees will find a way to beat him. And that's what they've been doing all year. You got, what's the guy's name? Judge, who's got he leads the league in hits. I think home runs too. And he's got the best batting average. So, I mean, Garrett Crochet, he'll get his strikeouts. Maybe, he'll get at least 6, right? Will he go over? Maybe. Maybe. Because when the Yankees get tuned up, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do about it. And then you'll put your best out there. Like I said the other day, you'll put your best out there and then it won't even be good enough. That's heartbreaking, too. Let's take the New York Yankees on the money line. Let me see who's favored in that game. Boston is favored because they got Crochet. But Garrett, don't get me wrong, Garrett Crochet is awesome, right? But one thing I try not to do is to get in the habit just because a guy got 100 strikeouts or he like to strike guys out that they're going to win. And that ain't how that works, right? Usually those strikeout pitchers, they'll either strike you out, Dre, I'm telling the truth. They'll either strike you out or they'll give up the big hit because they're a strikeout pitcher. So don't get caught up into that because you won't make it. Because they might get him tomorrow. You just never know. Or he might give up 1 or 2. Hell, if you're playing against the Yankees, you can't afford to give up 1 dinger. You just can't. All right. Detroit Tigers 1. Chicago Cubbies 0. Well, hold on. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to look at it and see what's going on here. That's a good game. I didn't have the under or the over in that game because I didn't know who they had on the mound for Chicago, and I didn't look this morning. I can't see. I got to get better glasses. 7 runs to nothing. Alvin, probably so, man. I mean, shit. I don't. The Yankees is just one of those teams, man, and it's like you could probably have Jesus Christ pitching, and he might give up 2 dingers. And if Jesus Christ gives up 2 dingers, he's in trouble. Mm. But I'm going to take the Yankees in this one. I mean, they've got him. They've got Boston favored because of Eric Crochet, and I get it. But I'm not going to lean on that because you guys know that Alvin. You know that means absolutely nothing. All right, so let's see. ESPN. Holy crap! I'm looking at these. I'm looking at trying to, get to the games and stuff, and they got this thing just came across. Manless mistakenly deported to El Salvador returns to the U.S. to face criminal charges. Well, what did he do? He's got some bad luck, don't he? Man mistakenly deported to El Salvador. Then he's coming back, and when he comes back, he's gonna get some charges, criminal charges. Hell, you better get a good attorney and say, hey, man, y'all need to call this wipe a clean slate because y'all deported me, and I'm an American. This is great. All right. Pittsburgh, Philly, 1-1. Texas, 0. Washington, 2. Um, you see what I mean? The New York Yankees, 7. Boston, 0. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you put on that mound. It just doesn't. So the Yankees, you don't beat the Yankees. The Yankees beat themselves. Only except when they play the Tigers. You know what? And Dre, I know you. I think you remember this one too. But this was like, I want to say 2000 and was it 2010 or 12 when they were doing out when the Tigers were winning, and they went to the World Series. Um, how did that go now? Damn it! I'll come back to it. Let's see. Yeah, they beat the Yankees. And remember the last time the Tigers played the Yankees in the playoffs? The Tigers beat them, and they beat them good. And I guess right after that, some jack off that writes for Forbes magazine, who by the way lives in New York, wrote an article about Detroit, trashed the city of Detroit, and I'm like, dude, for real, we know you're a Yankee fan. But anyway, let's get at it. So we got Boston, New York 7, Boston nothing. It's in the third half, or third inning, and we've got, what is this? We've got the Diamondbacks 3, the Reds 2. Let's look and see if De La Cruz, what has he done? Has he stolen a base? Nope. 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 No stolen base for De La Cruz. Okay, so let's keep it going. Detroit 1, Chicago Cubbies 0. The Tigers are up to bat. No. Cubbies are up to bat. Who do they have batting? Ian Happ. One man on and one man out. Oh no. One man on, no man. One man on second, no outs. So we'll see what happens with that. Well, let me go down here to pitching. Scrubble has 5 strikeouts. Now I took him 7.5, but I didn't want to, but I did only because they had took his strikeouts and brought him up. I think it was like 6 strikeouts. So if you take 6 strikeouts, you might as well take 7.5, right? Plus you get more for the over 7.5. But that's the kind of stuff I talk about FanDuel. How they play their little games, and they think we stupid, like we don't know what's going on. But when these other sports books come out and they go, oh yeah, we'll offer you 1 strikeout for the guy or 2 strikeouts, and they will pay you well for it. Not FanDuel. They'll twist your arm. When you got guys like Crochet and Scrabble, FanDuel will twist your arm, man. They'll say, 7.5 strikeouts. And you're like, what the hell? So you say, I'll just go get alternate strikeouts. So you move down there to alternate strikeouts, and they got him at 6. And you're like, well, what gives? That's just me. I bitching about FanDuel because FanDuel kind of pisses me off sometimes. Let's see, all right. So, yeah. Okay, where do we go? Tigers is on top of that one. Cleveland and Houston. Houston 3, Cleveland 1. The end of the 5th inning, and Houston has 3 runs, and Cleveland has 1, 3-1. All right. Chicago and Kansas City. This is a good one. Kansas City 2, Chicago 1. At the end of 3. Normally, guys, what I've been noticing, and what I've been doing for guys like the Marlins and the White Sox, not Colorado, they suck. It's not even worth. Even if the White Sox win, Colorado wins, I would tell you it's not worth betting on those guys, gambling, because all Colorado's going to do is take your blood pressure up. And now you looking crazy because your blood pressure is high. So no, don't do it. But what I've been noticing is for teams like the Marlins and the White Sox, if you take them in the points, you'll do pretty good. Today, what happened with Miami and who did they play? Tampa, right? And the final score was Tampa 4, Miami 3. So if you took Miami, which I did, plus the 4, plus 1.5, you win. That's just got lucky. Now watch this. Watch this, guys. If you've got, say you got 2 parlays going on, right? And then the one parlay over here, you took the Miami Marlins plus the points, right? Then over here, you had not Kansas City, but Tampa, right? If you got Tampa over here in the other parlay slip, you got to put them down on the money line. You got to put Tampa on the money line. Well, why would you do that, Ron? Because you don't want to risk losing both tickets. You could still win both tickets this way. But sometimes guys go, I'm going to take the White Sox here on the money line, and I'm going to take St. Mary's of the Blind on the money line. Well, dude, you just screwed yourself because one of those parlays may hit, right? And you're only going to have one. But, all right, Chicago 1, Detroit 1. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, you want to kind of bet smart too, right? Because you don't want to have one and over here and you go at least I'm going to get one. Because one guy told me that one time. He goes, at least I'm going to get one. I'm like, dude, that's stupid. What you need to do is if you're going to take this team here plus the points, go on over here and take that other team on the money line. Makes sense because you can win 2 parlays like that. Don't overcomplicate it. It took me a hot second to figure that one out. All right, so where are we at now? Cincinnati, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland. Cleveland is kicking up their heels. They got a man on first and second with 1 out. Houston 3, Cleveland 1. And let's see, Milwaukee versus San Diego. That game has just started. And Toronto versus Minnesota, and Minnesota's up on them by 1 in the second inning. The Dodgers at St. Louis. That is in the top of the first. It's a rain delay. Man, it's raining, boy. All right, done with that. Let me go. I just want to check on the Tigers again. Let's see what Screwball. What do you? Screwball's stuck on 5. All right. So if I come back again and they got another pitcher up under him, that means they yanked him and he's 2 strikeouts short. No, I took the over 7.5. So he needs to get like, oh my God, it's getting close too. He needs to get like 3 more in order for me to win. But watch this though, guys. It's in the top of the 6th. The Screwball likes to go far. So, but the Cubbies got a man on third with 2 outs. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that one. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. So the next game on tap, and we're gonna take Houston on the money line on the money line, right? Or did I? No, I said the run line on that one. I would take Houston on the run line. Okay. The next game, the Marlins versus the Rays. The Marlins will feature Ryan Weathers, a lefty. And what is his record? 1-1. His ERA is 2.69 ERA. No, 2.49 ERA with 22 strikeouts. Going up against T. Brady, who is 4-3. ERA 3.95 and 64 strikeouts. I don't like T. Bradley. I just don't like him. I think he gives up too many big hits. He's another big guy, right? He's 6'2", 220 pounds, but this dude will give up the long ball, right? So his last 3 games against Houston, he lost, right? But he got his 10 strikeouts. You see what I mean when I say don't get just because the guy get 10 strikeouts, don't go getting crazy on us, right? Because this dude struck out like 7 Astros. But on the flip side, he lost. He walked 2 batters and he gave up like 3 hits. Wait a minute, that's weird. They must have beat him on a close, because he didn't give up any runs. Holy crap, let's look at that game. That's kind of interesting. What the hell? But I still don't like Bradley. I just don't. So against Minnesota, he lost again. And he goes on the average, he pitches 7 innings a game. And then the next week he played Minnesota, he gave up 5. He gave up 2 runs, walked 1 batter, and struck out 6. So his strikeouts is high, right? But like I said, if you depended on this dude to win a game, I wouldn't do it. He will let you down real fast. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, but the guy Mathers, he didn't impress me either, right? Hey, guys, I'm going to take Tampa on the money line on this one. I'll go with Tampa on the money line. If the Marlins had Max Meyer pitching, I would take the Miami Marlins. But, no. Nope. I'm going to take Tampa Rays. Any pitcher props? I mean, yeah, but I don't want to put me personally. I wouldn't put a lot of stock in Tampa, loading these guys up with player props. Don't nah. You could, but should you? Nope, because they're not built like that. I mean, can it happen? It probably might, but you don't want to get in the habit of doing that because teams like that will disappoint you a whole lot. All right, Diamondbacks versus the Cincinnati Reds. The Diamondbacks will have Ryan Nelson going for him. He is 2-4. Wait a minute. Yeah, Ryan Nelson is 2-1. His ERA is 3.43. His ERA is 3.43. He's got 35 strikeouts. The Reds will have Nick Martinez going for him. He's like 3-6. His ERA is 3.89. It's the same freaking guys, man. It's the same two guys, almost. I usually have a lot to say, but these two teams I don't like. I don't like them. And will I bet on them? Hell no. Because I don't. Put it to you like this. The universe is sitting and watching to see who you pick. And the universe will see me pick Cincinnati, right? And then the universe will go, okay, we're going to make the Diamondbacks a winner. Whatever Ron took, we'll go the opposite. So yeah, that's how it seems to me. Anytime when I go bet the Diamondbacks or the Reds. Detroit 2, Chicago 1. The Tigers ain't messing around, man. And that's why I told you guys, like, I don't care if you lost a parlay with the Tigers in it. You can't fade them. You gotta stay on them. You have no other choice. Because then as soon as they go on a 10-game winning streak and everybody's pockets is fat, you sitting over here looking stupid because you like, damn, man, I should have. Nope. Nope. Yes, you have to look at the pitching props. But you also, too, have to remember the Tigers got big bats. And that's why when Erica told me yesterday about the Nerfy, and I was like, Erica, be against, you know what? Erica said it was going to be a Nerfy tomorrow, didn't she? Hold on, let me check. God damn it, Erica. Let me see. She said it. Erica knows her stuff. I ain't going to lie to you guys. Erica knows her stuff. Piece of crap. Is the Phillies being rained out? Damn it. Oh my goodness, what is this? What's going on here? My browser is stuck. What does this mean? Ah, shit. Apple never gets stuck. It's stuck tonight. Oh wait, is it back? Nope. What does this mean? All right, got it. Got it to work. All right. Yeah, so if you want to take Cincinnati, have at it. If you want to take the Diamondbacks, have at it. I don't. I can care less either way. If I had my way, and you guys wanted to find out or wanted me to give a winner, I'll go with Cincinnati. On the money line, of course. Okay, where are we? Okay. San Diego Padres versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers, Brewers, Brewers. Brewers all day. Why? Because the Padres is built for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's beating the Dodgers in regular season. And I told a bunch of my buddies here, and I said, guys I work with, I said, look, man, y'all built, and if you watch like last year, the Padres beat the crap out of the Dodgers during regular season. Then when it got time for the playoffs, what happened? Where did they go? So here's a classic example. These guys are on a losing. They're not on a losing streak, but they're in like a big slump. Like these guys are not winning. So yeah, Jose Quintana for Milwaukee. He's 4-1, and he's one of my favorite pitchers as well. His ERA is 2.77, and he's 27 strikeouts. He'll finesse you. Steven Kolek, he's 3-1, ERA 3.47 with 27 strikeouts. I'm gonna fade San Diego until I get in trouble and somebody come in and say you can't keep doing that. But I'm gonna keep fading them. Take the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line because it doesn't make sense that you're built for the regular season. Now I get that, right? But you got to be well rounded. You just can't be built to beat one certain team because you get yourself all built up to beat the Dodgers, but you don't even have an answer for Colorado. All right, whatever. Okay, yeah, San Diego is just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Brewers on the money line, and we did this Boston game with Eric Crochet. Seattle, another team that I don't like to bet on. I think they're still in first place. Luis Castillo, 4-3. ERA 3.03, and he has 55 strikeouts. He's going up against Jack Kolick, or how do you pronounce this? Kolchenwitsky? Or Kolowitz. Kolachenwitz, I guess. He's 3-7 for the Angels. ERA 5.34. Strikeouts is 44. The Angels are okay, but here on the West, the Mariners will own them. Take the Mariners on the money line in Castillo. All right. Now we got the Mets and the Rockies. A couple of times I've been seeing guys, because normally in baseball it's the under over, which is 6.5, 6, 8, 9, or 10, right? And then you have one plus 1.5 or negative 1.5. Well, these guys been getting disrespected. I've seen guys go 2.5 on Colorado. I see them go 2.0 or whatever, and then 2.5. So that's just like, they ended up losing that game too. I forgot who they played. They got blew out. Carlson Palmquist for the Rockies, 0-4. His ERA is 8.50 with 14 strikeouts. God bless him, because he's playing in a place where that ball just takes off. All right, the Mets will feature Clay Holmes. He's 6-3, ERA 3.07, and 49 strikeouts. Well, that Colorado is gonna win some games. They're not gonna lose all of them, right? But they're not gonna win tomorrow. So don't even try it. Don't do it. They're not. Yeah, they're gonna probably win some, but tomorrow is not that day. All right, take the Mets on the money on the run line, and if they give you 2.5, because I think what happened, Vegas was trying to sucker people in. Because be careful with that, because baseball never really goes like 2.5. If they got 2.5 on there, somebody's trying to sucker somebody in. Don't go for it. The Orioles versus the Athletics. Charlie Morton, he's a favorite, but Charlie Morton this year sucks. He's 2-7. His ERA is 6.20 ERA, right? And he's got 52 strikeouts. The A's aren't listing any pitchers. I guess they want to, play that kind of game. Doesn't really matter to me because they could have Tom Seaver pitching. I'm not rushing to play this game. I'm not rushing up to the windows to put any money on this game. And here's another one, right? In a game like this, I'll go put money or I'll bet on the Orioles, and then the universe will go, oh, Ron took the Orioles. Okay, let's make the Athletics win. So, no, that's what happens with me, seems like. So, nope. When you see certain teams, and this one I'm not really being funny about, but when you see certain teams, sometimes you like you're up on baseball or football or basketball, and you see certain teams, and you just know that you just need to stay away from them, right? That's the A's for me. Maybe it's because they're homeless. You know they homeless, right? Them dudes playing up in Sacramento. But being homeless is not a big thing up in here in San Diego. San Diego 1, Milwaukee 0. Whatever. Yeah, so I would just wait. You don't have to. I mean, if you want to just jump off the bat and take Charlie Morton, you can. But Charlie Morton is terrible this year, so you probably want to be careful because he's 2-7. His ERA is 6.20, and he's got 52 strikeouts. So the A's can counter. The A's can counter with maybe J.P. Sears. So I don't know. You just probably or Siriano. So just have to watch. Here, and that's it for today's. But did you? Just on a side note, are they going to be still called the Athletics when they go to Vegas? Or nobody cares? Yeah. So that's it, guys. I mean, I'm gonna go back and let's look. Let's go back and build something. Let's go build a ticket. And you know what? That ticket that I built yesterday, did I play it? I forgot to save it. I went this morning to pull it up to save it, and it was gone. So don't be like me. Or don't be like this guy. Did you guys like that commercial? What is that called? It's called what's that? DirecTV with Rob Lowe. I love that commercial. Don't be like this guy. And that's the guy that's sitting around smelling people's hair. He says, I like to go to the gym because I like the smell of people's hair. Yeah, don't be like that guy, Rob Lowe. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go back. Let's look and see what I would do, right? If I'm going at it, if I'm going to do something with these guys. Right? Let's do it. What is... Guys, you know what I'm going to do after this? I'm going to go in a room and turn on Dorkfield and watch some Star Wars tonight. You know, one of the Star Wars, and Dre, you probably know what I mean. I hate that one with, what's that, with the lady named Ray? when she was in there. Disney doing too much, man. And see, that's what. Why do you have to change Silver Surfer into a female? Why? Why? What's the purpose? You know, we grew up as kids watching this. I mean, it was our safe haven, right? It was our safe haven. We get in the dork field, we do our thing, right? Now Disney gets it, and they changing all kind of stuff, right? The Silver Surfer's a female now. Do I have any problems with females? Hell no. My wife's in here; she'll throw me out of the house if I did. But man, why y'all got Disney? Why do you have to change so much? They completely ruined Star Wars. Completely. Dre, I asked Terry about it once. Terry said he hasn't seen it and he didn't care to see it. He hates it. And I'm like, dude, I get it. I totally get it. All right, back to some sports. I just had to get that off my chest. I can't stand Disney. And then guys get in trouble. When you get in trouble, you get, what is that? You get canceled out. They'll rearrange. Now in the 80s, you could smoke crack and jump off of a building and do whatever. If they had you to play a part, you still gonna play it. Not anymore. '80s was a good time. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. All right. Holy crap. Okay. So let's get at this, guys. Let's get at it. Uh, let's see. Yeah. Trey is going to be our insider for the NFL because I don't do NFL. And you want to know why? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Right? So I just get okay, so the NFL, you can't get caught up in the mental game because you'll lose. And what'll happen is you'll get a game that, and remember, Dre, you picked a game this year, and then you was like, Ron, that's easy. Well, yeah, because you are an NFL guy and you understand it. I'm that guy that's caught up in, all kind of stuff happening, right? So I can't see the games for what they really are and you know what I mean? I get clouded because I'm overthinking them. Yeah, that's the right word. I'm overthinking them. So yeah. Yeah, I overthink too much on this one. The last 3 Star Wars was, yeah. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it, man. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, Ray, what the hell? And then you bring Palpatine back and he's hooked up to some machines and stuff. Nope. Why? That's what I want to do. I want to sit down with Disney and just say why. Why? Why are you changing Silver Surfer into a female? Why are you changing Atlantis to Telecon? Right? Why? There's a lot of Latino American heroes in Marvel. So you don't have to make those changes, right? One thing I can say about Stan Lee and Dre, and you know it, he always represented women, blacks. He would even do gays, right? So what's the problem? Stan Lee took care of everybody. But no, here comes Disney. They know what's best. Yep. Silver Surfer is a female now. So what are you going to do next? Jack Benny will be God? I don't know. It's terrible. I don't like that. And the first thing somebody will say is, you have a problem against women? No, you're missing the point. Right? right, here we go. Let's get busy on this one. Okay. Off my soapbox. Okay, for tomorrow. All right, here we go. Tomorrow, the Dodgers. No. That's tonight. Nope. Oh, JP Sears is going tonight. Okay, for Oakland. That's why. Or for the Athletics. But let me get to tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Saturday. All right. Chicago Cubs at the Detroit Tigers. And I said I would take the Tigers on the money line, right? And we'll do that. The Toronto Blue Jays at Minnesota. And I said, let's take the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. Right? I don't know if I said the money or the spread, but right, just to be safe, just take the Blue Jays on the money line. And okay, the Texas Rangers against the Washington Nationals with Jake DeGrom. You know what? I'll take a chance on that game, and I'll take the Texas Rangers on the money line. You know what? Give me the Texas Rangers on the run line. Because DeGrom is pretty good. He can hold those guys at bay for a minute. The Philadelphia Phillies, Ranger Suarez and Henley. I say take the Phillies on the run line. Atlanta Braves versus San Francisco. Let's take the San Francisco Giants on the money line, right? And then this next game we have the Miami Marlins in Tampa. We are fading Miami, but watch this. Miami is tough, right? No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to take the Marlins +1. No, let's go with, because I don't like Weathers. Let's go with Tampa on the money line. Straight up, just straight up one, right? Okay. The Houston Astros with Brown. Let's take Brown and Houston on the run line. Yeah. You know what? No, yeah. Let's take them on the run line. Arizona Diamondbacks and San Diego and Cincinnati. I don't care, right? The Kansas City Royals on the money line. I think, yeah. Let's take the Yankees on the money line, right? The San Diego Padres versus the Milwaukee Brewers. I will take the Brewers on the money line. Seattle versus the Angels. I can care less. I don't want to do that. And the Mets versus the Colorado Rockies. Now watch this. You may say, oh, that's a gimme. But remember, this is baseball. Colorado's not going to lose every single game. I don't think. But, you know what? The hell with it. Go to New York, go to the Mets. And if you're going to take the Mets, you got to take the run line because they're going to win by more than 2. And so that's an 11-leg parlay, right? So and I didn't do any player props because if you're not doing that good, you don't want to mess something up with something stupid like the pitching props. Where's the Okay, what does this mean? What does it all mean? So we'll go back here, right? Hold on, guys. I'm getting difficulties over here. What All right, here we go. 11-leg parlay, right? Let's just say you broke. You don't have any money. You're like me, right? You take 10 bucks. Let's say all you got to your name is $10.32. You take $10.32, you add it on here, right? And if you don't have it, right, do not ask your wife or your girlfriend for it. Because if you lose, you're going to lose twice in one day. And it ain't worth it. Trust me. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Ron, I got it. I'll straighten her out. All right. We'll see how that work out for you. All right. So if you put $10.23 on this, God damn it. We put $10.23 on this ticket. We are looking at a winnings of $6,778 and funky 36 cents. Right? Now, on the flip side, and you take that $10, you down on your luck. The dog was biting you and whatever. You hit like this, your wife is she's gonna flip. She's gonna do a 360, or your girlfriend. She's gonna do a total 360. Like she was just cussing you out. She find out you got $6,000 in your pocket. Oh, hey, what do you want for dinner? Yep. So guys, you just have to, right? And I don't want to say anything bad, but guys, you just got to be careful because they'll flip it on us. When you lose, dude, they gonna hammer you. And there's nothing you can do about it. What are you gonna do? Try to argue with her? You're gonna lose, right? So why do it? I know this one guy that I worked with a while back. This was when I was in Detroit, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna straighten my wife out of something. I forgot what it was about." And he said he was gonna set her straight. And we said, "Dude, let it go." Well, he did, right? Because you could hear him on the phone setting her straight. And he had her on the speaker. Oh, he did her in. He did straighten her out. And we looked at him. We were like, "Dude, you screwed." Guess what? When he got home, his food was left in the oven or whatever where she had cooked it, and it was scorched. So who really won? And I think that kind of went on for him for a whole week. Oh, man. We talked, but we warned the guy, right? You don't try to go ahead of. Because we go to, man, you know how us. When we go to bed, we snoring. We ain't got a care in the world, not them. They thinking, and they gonna get you back. And they thinking, and they heads going, and we sleeping like babies, snoring, leg all hanging out of the bed, slobber coming out. And they like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this tomorrow," and they do. All right, guys, make sure that when you play these parlays, always be aware of or be mindful on what you're doing if you're going to have more than one parlay. Because if you've got more than one parlay, you don't want to add the same teams in that one parlay, right? Because like one time I remember, because I learned the hard way, the Yankees had a great matchup. I think it was last year. I forgot, White Sox, and I had the Yankees beating the White Sox at 6 of those parlays, but it never came across my mind that what if they lose, you know? And I'm just sitting there, I'm looking stupid. Oh, I got a free. I'm gonna get over tonight. Man, the Yankees is the first game that lost, and I'm standing around going, what? So be mindful of that. Also, when you playing like multiple parlays, you want to make sure if you've got okay, for an example, we've got the Athletics versus St. Mary's of the Blind, right? You take St. and the Yankees is favorite, 1.5, right? So you want to take the Yankees on the money line. Well, Ron, they might score more than that. It's the Yankees. Okay. But watch this, because they playing St. Mary's of the Blind. And watch this. Now, if St. Mary's of the Blind get a lucky hit or whatever, or St. Mary's of the Blind makes it a close game, whereas in that the Yankees don't cover the spread, they still win because you got them on the money line. The Yankees still win, but they just don't cover the money line. So, but if you put the Yankees on the spread, they don't cover the spread, you lose. But you put the Yankees on the money line, and they win by what? 1 point? You're still going to win. And they didn't cover, so guess who wins? St. Mary's of the Blinds wins. So you still got 2 active parlays. But you don't want to put St. Mary's of the Blind money line and Yankees money line, because you're guaranteeing yourself to lose one of those parlays. If you want to maximize what you have, right? So that's pretty much it. I'm done, guys. I hope. Oh, make sure you like and subscribe. We will get bigger and bigger as the years goes on, right? But just hopefully, if you guys can make sure you subscribe and like and subscribe and all that other goofy stuff, and it's all good. That is it. Wait. Who's this saying something? I didn't even. Alvin. Yep. All right. So Alvin just said that they are trying to make him take negative 2.5. Yeah, and that's FanDuel. Nope. Yep. That's what they do. Alvin, you might be gone. I don't know if you're around, but that's what they do. They're trying to sucker you in that negative 2.5. And I know how it works. Some of you guys out there, you think you're the smartest. You think you're the smartest thing since sliced bread, or the best thing, and then you jump all over that 2.5, and then you lose. So don't be so quick to jump on that, because Vegas is smart. Whatever. You guys are awesome. I'm pretty much done. I don't have anything else to say. I didn't trash Disney. Yeah, I trashed Disney. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. All right, guys, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm on here every day. No days off. I had to take last week because my daughter graduated, but I'm on here all the time, whining and crying, right? So if you want to buy me a sippy cup, have at it. But I'll see you guys later. I'm out. You guys are wonderful. You're awesome. Thank you. All right, Dre, one love, man. Peace. Yeah.